to Tommy Green TV, bring you the latest in Arsenal football and news update. You know the drill. Landed on the channel, like, share, comment. Most importantly, you know the drill. Like I said, subscribe to my channel. Villarreal, the Arsenal Europa League semi-finals, first leg, 2-1 to the Submarines. Honestly, a game of two halves. Absolute game of two halves. First half was exactly like how it always is and what has shown to be Arsenal's season. A tale of just 1 minute you're here, you're great. The next minute you're so inconsistent, it's so unreal. You literally look and you think to yourself and you think, 1 minute we're here, we're doing the business, we're, we look like we might achieve something, and then the next minute, what happens? Arsenal turns up. I don't understand how, of the rest of the teams in this group, at this stage, we are the club that needs it the most. Playing in that final, that Europa League final, we need it the most. Man United don't need it. They won 6-2. Roma don't really need it. It will be advantageous to them if they're a big club at the end of the day. Villarreal are 7th in La Liga. So they're already more or less going to play in the Europa League again next season. Emery has given them consistency. They're unbeaten for such a long time. They're undefeated. So this will be a bonus to them in terms of achievement. But to us, we need this. Yet, in that first half, we played as if we have already arrived at the finals. We played like we were the bigger team, when in reality, of the 4 teams left in this, we're actually the smallest team in this competition. First half, Ceballos was everywhere. First half, Partey was everywhere. First half, I looked at the tactics and I just thought to myself, what the heck is going on here? I can only mention 2 players who probably turned up in that first half. Somewhat. I'm not even saying they actually turned up. And that was literally Saka and Pepe. Easily, Pepe was man of the match today. And, I could understand why Aubameyang did not start. I can understand why Lacazette did not start. They're obviously coming back from injuries, so I understand that. Why was Martinelli not starting? Why is he always getting, it looks like he's going to get that breakthrough and then Arteta takes it away from him. Why? Second half came in and honestly, up onto that point, we started the second half brightly. We went at their defense. We were taking on their fullback, who, Foyth, who is up for, from Tottenham, who's a centre back by trade, not a right back. He's a centre back, can't play at right back like Chambers, and he was terrorizing our defense from minute 1 to minute, literally, he got injured. And then you look at the 2 goals that we conceded, set pieces. It's just poor defending from Partey. We raved about Partey time 45 million, but honestly, this first season he has not turned up. I think that's due to gameplay, to the not having the right partner, a lot of things. But even he himself has been poor, and we just have to say that. And time and time again, that first half, just nonchalant, we moved into the second half, and we were better. We were better. And like I said, the 2 players that stood out, Saka, he literally drew that penalty. He drew it. And yes, the first penalty that we had, Pepe, technically it was handball at the end of the day. He couldn't really do a lot, but it was handball. And then obviously you look at someone like, Saka, he dragged the rest of that team. And we were missing a focal point in attack. We really were missing a focal point. And I think that Arteta missed the trick. Emery exploited our weakness of not having a left back. He exploited it to perfection. Exploited every single area of our weaknesses on the pitch. He exploited it. And we were fortunate, very fortunate, to come away with 1 goal. Now, did we deserve to get the goal? Maybe, in terms of the fact that we were trying. In terms of gameplay, no. We went down to 10 men as well with Ceballos, another player who has a brilliant game here, and then you have 10 bad games. And it's just, it says a lot about the club. It says a lot about the manager. You're 2-1 down, and you have your best attacking players on the bench, and you decide to bring them on with the last 10 minutes. I'm sorry, if they were not fit enough, don't put them on the bench. You have 4 attacking players on the bench in terms of strikers. You had Eddie Nketiah, you had Martinelli, you had Aubameyang, and you had Lacazette. I could understand 2 out of those being on the bench because they were injured. Why was Martinelli not starting? Why was Eddie Nketiah not starting? Why play with a false 9? You went with Odegaard, who's barely had any minutes because he's been injured as well, and he showed today. So I look at today, there's a lot that could have been done. We were lucky to get away with it. And at the end of the day, we should just be happy that we were not 3 goals down, in fact. Leno made up for his error over the weekend, and we should be lucky that we're not 3 goals down and the tie is effectively almost over. It's a good game for the neutrals, not one for the Arsenals. We want to progress. We need to progress. Man United are already booked into the finals. So this needs to be an all-English tie. And we are desperate, not just to play in the Champions League, but it will also represent another trophy in the cabinet. So we can follow up the FA Cup with this trophy. Saying trust the process, Arteta literally has this second leg to save his job. If not, there has to be big changes. Just has to be big changes. This is now becoming embarrassing. If you can play like that in the second half, you can play like that in the first half. And these players need to take accountability. This manager needs to take accountability because there seems to be no accountability and everyone gets rewarded for stupidity. We might be saying cronky out, cronky this, cronky that, but look at the manager and look at the players. Who is taking accountability? There's no sense of leadership, no sense of, okay, look, this is wrong, this is right. I might be wrong because we don't see what happens behind closed door, but from what I'm seeing from a fan's perspective, there needs to be accountability. And accountability must come next week if we do not qualify to the next stage. We know Emery's going to pack the bus because he did it in the second half. He literally brought on defensive players. We know he's coming to the Emirates to pack the bus and captain the attack. End of the day, I don't care. We know. We've seen them play now. We know what to expect. Guess we just have to wait till next week, Thursday. There's still hope at the end of the day. It's not all doom and gloom. But at the same time, it's quite disappointing to see that, okay, look, we put in such a limp performance. End of the day, we're through with the first leg. It is what it is. You know the drill. Like, share, comment. Till the next time, let's get it.